Hey guys, welcome back. This is episode 2 of Uncut. So I decided to call this series Uncut. And I decided to kind of create like a structure. I didn't write anything down or anything. But in this episode, first of all, I'm going to be going over the psychology behind Shopify dropshipping. The second thing I'll be going over is having confidence, just like as a person. And then the third thing I'll be going over, and the final thing, is like cycles of business. So the first thing I'll be going over, psychology behind Shopify dropshipping. So I'll start off where you start off. So if you're doing Shopify dropshipping, the first thing you need to do is select a product. This is kind of like anytime you want to like test a product or run paid ads, doesn't have to be dropshipping. So it starts off with the product. So you have to think about the psychology behind the product. So you think about like the outcome that people actually want. So you have a group of people and they all have a shared outcome. And you have to think of it as heaven and hell. So the heaven is the outcome they want, and the hell is to be away from hell. So they're like away from the pain. So for example, if we talk about a group of women that want to lose weight. So their heaven, right, their outcome is being able to be skinny, be toned, and have a good body. And the hell, the pain that they're having is it's being fat and ugly, pretty much. Being fat and ugly, said in very intense words. So you have that, right? And then you have to have a product that gets them to that outcome. But the product needs to be able to actually get them to the outcome fast and effortlessly. That's what a good product is. So if we say for that group of people that like a training program where in 90 days they're guaranteed to lose 10% of their body weight, something like that. That would be fast, but not really that effortless. You can make it more effortless for them if you did it so that it was a training program and you also did like a supplement which helped them with it. More effortless, easier. But what I'm trying to say is, every time you choose a product with dropshipping, you can't just think of just the product. You need to think about the outcome, and then if the product can actually achieve that outcome and how fast and effortless it is to achieve that outcome. That's what a good product is. And then how strong that desire and that pain is. So that's when it comes to the product. So that now you have your product, right? Now you have to create your website and your ads. Let's talk about the ads first. So with the ads, if you're doing TikTok ads, I'll talk about just TikTok ads in this video. So if you're doing TikTok ads, then what you have to do is kind of extract the pain, so the hell that I was talking about, and like tone it down a little bit. I said ugly and fat. You have to tone that down. So POV, let's talk about the supplement and training program. POV, when you go to the beach. POV, you're insecure on the beach, right? POV, you're insecure on the beach. And then just show like a girl looking not happy on the beach. Or you could just go straight into the product. But POV, the caption, POV, you're insecure about the way your body looks on the beach. That's it. So what I've done there is taken the insecurity, taken the pain, and just put it straight in the hook. That is what is going to get people's attention. And that's what you have to put at the start of your ad. This is killer. And then you can go into the benefits of the product. So you want to show videos of people using the product. So having the training app up, taking the supplement, and then looking at their body, like actually showing the product in use and what the product does, and making it very visual, and not just someone standing there like, hello, this is the product, but someone actually using the product. So if it's like trousers, like adjusting the trousers or like putting them on, or if it's like a hat, like actually putting on the hat, like adjusting it, not just like standing there with the hat on like that doesn't really catch attention. And if you're using TikTok ads, make sure it's fast and each clip is no longer than 3 seconds, and you have really fast music, and you don't want people to be like listening to like a voiceover for like X amount of seconds. You just want it to be proper, quick and snappy, and you want to have the hook, then 2 or 3 benefits, and then the offer. And for the offer to make it very good, you want to be able to use buy one get one free, or buy 2 get 1 free, or buy one get 2 free, something like that. Very impulsive, very easy to say yes to. And then on your website, you just want to go deeper into the insecurities, and then start to mention stuff like organic, toxin free, chemical free, made sustainably. That is what is going to get people to be like, okay, this is an actual brand. I trust this brand. Let's buy from them. Make your website look clean. Use the same videos that you use in your TikTok ads if you can, and use them as GIFs. And then have like quite professional looking product photos of people actually using the product. And that's it. Whole of Shopify dropshipping psychology done. So next thing I was talking about is confidence. So I have been at a point in my life where I'm trying to work on my self-confidence, and I'm trying to do that in many ways. So I've come here and sat down and talked to you, and this is a form of me working on my confidence. I wouldn't be able to sit here right now and look at my pretty face and just talk to like my camera if I wasn't confident, because I'm on a journey to be very confident in who I am. I have had troubles with my self-esteem in the past. And when you have troubles with your confidence, it leads to you doing things that hurt other people and hurt other people's confidence. Because one thing I've learned is that hurt people hurt people. So you need to build your confidence so you can be strong. And the way that I've been doing that is just putting myself out there and really being proud of who I am and really understanding who I am. Because if you don't understand who you are, you can't be proud of who you are. So I understand that, and I'm working on myself, and I've been in the gym. I want to be confident in my body, like little bit of gains, but I want to be confident in my body, and I want to be confident in my mind. And once you master the two, then you gotta be confident in your face. Yeah, I'm joking, but body is face, but confident in your body, confident in your mind, confident in your person. So just see where you're lacking, and wherever you have weaknesses, that's where you need to work on. Okay, I know everyone, they don't want to admit their weaknesses. They think they have too much pride to admit their weaknesses. I'm the same, I understand. But what has really led me to being strong and getting strong and being confident is actually going to the gym and be like, okay, today I'm going to work on my weaknesses. My weaknesses, for anyone anyone watching, are my chest, my lower back, and my calves. My weaknesses are those 3 spots. So I have a day in the gym where I just go and only work on those 3 muscle groups. And that is like working really well for me and my body. But then in my mind, my weaknesses are empathy, restlessness, empathy, rest, and mindfulness. And I've been trying to work on that, but it's really hard for me to, because they're my weaknesses. So you have to be aware of your weaknesses to be able to work on them, and you have to work on your weaknesses to be able to be confident. So work on your weaknesses and first identify your weaknesses. Even if you're too proud to do it, just do it. It will help you in the long run, and you'll be able to actually be more proud as a person. And identify your weaknesses, work on your weaknesses, be confident. That's how it goes. Let's move on. So the last thing I wanted to talk about in this, I know it's getting long. It's been 9 minutes. Thank you if you're still watching. Hit like and subscribe. I know you're here for the journey. And I got no comments on the last video. It's cool. I know you guys are still warming up to this. Hopefully it starts to get a few views and a few subscribers and some traction. But I want you to comment down below, I trust you. Because I want you to trust me. What did I say last video? I want you to trust me because I want you to trust me that I'm going to be consistent with this. And I want you to trust me that I'm trying to be relatable, and I want to show you how things actually are. So I want you to trust me that I'm telling you the honest truth. I'm being 100% relatable with you, and I'm not putting myself on a pedestal. So trust me. comment I trust you. But the last thing that I wanted to talk about, which was business cycles, is a very big factor if you're doing entrepreneurship, which you need to understand. So sometimes you have to think about your entrepreneurship journey from a third person perspective, where you're like, okay, I've come this far, where am I at? So sometimes with entrepreneurship, you do a lot of building. Right now I'm in a building phase myself, but you build something, whether it be, well, it's always going to be a business, but whether it be a certain product for dropshipping, whether it be a training, whether it be a software, no matter what you're doing in business, you're always going to have to build something, whether it be a website, a system, a software. As I said, you're going to be building. And when you're in the building phase, it's kind of like you're in the bottom of the top. So you think about it as like, say you're building a really tall building. Say your entire entrepreneurship career is a really tall building. And each time you go, you basically start building, right? And you build like the first like bit, and then you travel up. And you can only travel up once it's been built. You can't travel up until it's built. And if you do try to travel up before it's built, there's going to be problems. Like you'll fall out the elevator shaft or something, like metaphorically. But in real life, there'll be problems like you won't be ready for the growth that you're having, and you won't be able to handle it. And you'll have people mad at you, you'll get refunds, chargebacks, and you'll damage your reputation ultimately. So sometimes you need to understand that you're at the bottom of the top. So your entrepreneurship journey is a whole building. And every time you go again, unless you knock the whole building down, every time you go again, you're at the top. And you need to build. But it gets harder to build when you're at the top. It gets harder because you're higher up. But it's easier because you have more experience. Okay? But sometimes you need to understand that you're at the bottom of the top. And that's what I was alluding to with this whole point. So you're at the bottom of the top. And what does that exactly mean? It means it's time to build. It means you need to get in, lock in, and build. And 3 weeks down the line, a month down the line, you'll be like, damn, I'm so glad I did all of that work for this past month. Now I'm at the top. Now I can travel up what I've built. Okay? So you have to build the building and then you travel up it. But you can't travel without it being built. So you have to build first. And that's why you don't want to be stuck at the bottom of the top. Because why stop at the bottom? Surely stop at the top. So once you built it, then you go to the top and you travel there. Then you can chill there for a bit, you know? Then you can chill there. But sometimes it's daunting when you have all of this building in front of you and you just want to stop and just sleep and just do nothing. But you have to just you just have to build and know that you can travel. Build to travel and stop when you've traveled. Don't stop before you traveled. Because if you have plans of build, it sounds like a paradox, right? Because we just built the bit underneath that got us here, right? And it's okay to stop for a while. But if you feel like you're at the bottom of the top because you've planned the next structure, then build it. Before we had no plans for the next part of the building, but now we do. So it's up to you to build it. If you have no plans for the next part of it, then you can chill, you know? But if plans have come your way, you've set things in stone, you've told your connections, look, I'm going to be doing this, then do it. Because it's much better to stop at the top than it is at the bottom. And that's what I'll leave this at. So I spoke about dropshipping psychology in depth, TikTok ads. 2, confidence. 3, business psychology. And I hope you enjoyed it. Keep tuning back in. Keep coming back. I know you guys are going to like this if you really do pay attention. I'm sorry I don't have shit flying around on the screen. I'm sorry that this isn't TikTok. I'm sorry that this doesn't have that much dopamine. But if you really listen to what I'm saying, I think you'll find some value. And you want to watch me on my journey. So right now I'm at the bottom. I'm about to build a software. I built the software. I'm about to build a training that's going to allow me to make over 100K. And that's why I feel like I'm at the bottom of the top. This is why I said what I said. I'm also in the midst of testing a product on a dropshipping store, and I'm also building my confidence. So that's where I am. I wanted to update you on my journey. I don't want this just to be an info video. But yeah, that's where I am. And next video, I'm going to focus more on my journey and where I am with that. But thanks for watching, and like, subscribe.